This is not consistent life. This is not a life for everybody. And I doubt why it's a life for me. Hello, 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 and welcome back to another Cruisin with Corey. It is Friday night, the best time of the week to do gig work, and we're gonna see what we can make in here to make some money, because if you watched part one of this, I did absolutely terrible, so we're gonna try to redeem ourselves. We are 24 out of 25 deliveries in on a DoorDash challenge, so that should be a cakewalk to add $50 to our total for tonight. So let's see what the first thing is. Of course, if it's your first time here, I am basically a stay-at-home dad. I work mother shifts during the week, I work dinner shifts at night, and I do the weekends. I make the gaps happen where I can fill them in. So if you can relate to that, like, share, comment, subscribe. So I'll let you know what I get when I get it, if I get it at all.
No! God, please, no!
So I've been logged into DoorDash for like 15 minutes since, 20 minutes actually. It's 4:54. I logged in at 4:35. Still not a single offer. Now, mind you, it's early. It's not dinner rush yet, so it is still early. Am I really being cock-blocked because I need one more order? Is that why? There's not even been a bad order to decline yet. This is just, like, and even just looking at the roads, it's just, there's nobody out today. Like, I don't know. Is this like an apocalyptic occasion that I don't know? It's just been terrible all day. And I usually do the same exact 4:30 to 8-ish on a Friday night. And I'm getting scared, guys. I just need one order. It shouldn't be too much to ask. I was about to fall asleep over here. Again, we're waiting on our last order, and it's now 5:07, so I went a half hour. I got a couple, I'm not going to lie. I didn't record them or whatever, but I don't think I've ever said this line on a DoorDash, but I'm going to say it now. We got ourselves a bang over here, $26 on a DoorDash food order. We're going to Papagino's, which is local pizza joint, and we're going to Tropical Smoothie, and it'll give us our bonus 50. So after this, this is, I mean, I guess if you want to look at it a certain way, it's a $75 stack. So we're gonna go run across the street. So yeah, if you want to look at it half-assed like that, I'll say this is a $75 order. I'm not actually gonna look at it like that, but Tropical Smoothies right here. Looks pretty dead. Again, everything is dead today. I don't know what's going on here in the world, but I've never seen a Friday like this. This plaza, there's nobody in this plaza right now. But yeah, let's go run in and grab this. We had to unassign that order because I waited 15 minutes and it was not ready yet, and I didn't want to be late on the other one. It's just I had that same problem last night with that same pizza place, where you have a small order where you know that's not where the tip is, but then you have a big order and you have to wait on it. But it's like, I don't know, I just have like a sense of decency to me where I just can't make somebody wait so long for something. Yeah, like, they could see that their food's been picked up. They could have probably just kept it and then went back. I don't know, it is what it is. But we're gonna go drop this other order off and then see what happens. Either way, it's still a delivery, it's still our 50 bucks. All right, that order paid out 11 bucks. So, and it was only about a half a mile, so it was actually still a good deal. So I'll take it. He tipped $7.84 and he just saw me sitting there, probably frustrated, like, why is my food not moving? So I actually felt bad about that. Uber's trying to hit me with an alcohol order. I don't do alcohol orders, especially at night. I mean, it'd be cool if they sent me that same Papagino's order again, but I mean, what do you do in that situation? You have a stack, you're waiting at your second restaurant. It's going to be a long wait, but you know the pay is going to be good. How long do you wait before you drop the order? I mean, put your comments down below. I'm sure everyone has a strategy to it, but I'll let you know what happens next. As we wait on the worst day ever, let's investigate some Spark orders together, shall we? I gotta do code. It's from 32degrees.com or something. Not sponsored, but it was only 25 bucks. Warmest winter coat I've ever bought. $13 for 5 miles. 3 drops. It's estimated for 36 minutes. So many of you will take this. 36 minutes, $13, like dollars per mile looks good. Time, it looks good. But you have to remember, this is grocery runs. Grocery runs are not dropping off food. You're grabbing multiple bags. There was a 50-pound item in there. There's a second floor apartment with 5 bottles of soda and a big box of cat litter, and then 2 other grocery runs in there. So while the miles to money looks good, it's not good. Like for a grocery run, even this one's a little bit better. 2 drops. There's going to an apartment, only estimated 17 minutes. That order looks really good. But again, with Spark, you have to learn your store. Now, one of these is going to a senior citizen center. You have to get buzzed in, requires a PIN number. The other one is going, actually, these are both no tippers, but I actually do know this one. This lady will give you like $5, but you have to know your store. I also know if I go to a curbside pickup right now, there's going to be probably 2 rows of cars. They're short staffed, and there's going to be an hour wait over there. So the thing with Spark, you have to learn your store. You have to learn the logistics of it. Just because something looks good doesn't mean that it is good, especially when it's Friday and we're supposed to be getting food orders. It's Friday night. Now it's 5:42. I have a 2 to 9 minute wait, but interestingly enough, there's a $1 peak pay. I'm in the biggest commercial area in my town. And mind you, I don't live in the biggest town in the world. You know, we have a fair amount of people, fair amount of stuff. This is not a normal Friday night. This is the worst Friday night I've ever seen. Typically, it'll be 1 to 2 minutes. It's banging. Even if it's terrible orders, at least the orders are there. So, thank God for that $50 bonus. But this is is it Friday the 13th? No, it's Friday the 9th, but it's feeling like it. To save us, at least temporarily on this evening, is GrubHub to come through. Interestingly enough, I was just watching Sarah Elizabeth earlier today. I was watching her live. She said she just uninstalled GrubHub because it just wasn't giving her orders. And just because an app, and this is good, I mean, A, for her, I think she said she's going to get it back, but just because an app doesn't give you a lot of orders doesn't mean you should ever get rid of it. I know it sounds silly, like reactivating it and like turning it on knowing that it's going to be dead, but you never know what's going to come through. I've had $40 orders on GrubHub. I've had $30 orders on GrubHub. I've had them recently. Like, I'll do 1 or 2 GrubHubs a week, but I mean, the number is going up. It is getting a little bit busier in my zone, but just never take for granted what could be. Especially in this climate where things are not looking good, take advantage of everything. But Sushi Joey is right here. Again, we're in the main strip. We're in the heart of the plaza. So the fact that we're waiting this long on orders is pretty bad, but let's go get it. Dropped off that GrubHub order, so now we unpaused our DoorDash and we're at 1 to 5 minutes, which is more what we want to see here. Uber Eats, again, I just don't do Uber Eats. Maybe I'll do a video on why I don't do Uber Eats. And here comes the gig rush. This is Friday night. I'm supposed to get overwhelmed with orders. $8.80 for 7.5, 2 restaurants, McDonald's and Wendy's. They couldn't agree on a fast food place. Both going to the same customer. No thanks. Friday night it is, and I think I said it in one of my other videos. Friday nights, as a family, we do game night with the kids. Not game night. We do that too. We do movie night. We get pizza from the grocery store because it's really good, actually. It's handmade pizza with wood oven pizza at our grocery store. And we do movie night with the kids. They're 6 and 8. It's, you know, we have these little cutesy popcorn cups, and you know, we turn the LED lights on the TV. So if it's dead, I'm gonna go home and just take the L. There's no, it's just not worth sticking out this, and maybe I'll make another 20 bucks. I don't know. We'll make that call in about an hour, within the hour. Maybe even sooner than that. I'm not motivated, and with these gig apps, when it's slow, you lose your motivation. And when you lose your motivation, you may as well just call it, because you're going to start turning down orders that you should be taking. So, I don't know, guys. We'll see what happens. We're running out of steam here. We got our bonus, but I don't know how much more we got in the tank. Not a banger, but we got ourselves a Red Robin order. 8 for 2. Which is good. On a Friday night, Red Robin's probably going to be backed up, but we'll hope for the best. It says pick up by 6:20. It's 6:13. I don't know how literal that usually is, but we'll wait a minute or two. Maybe we can get an add-on and salvage maybe another 20-25 bucks out of the night. As I've told you in the past, I'm gonna drive to an area where there's less kids and shit, so I can real talk with you. Let's just go to the other side of the parking lot here. I'm real. You know, quoting J-Lo and Ja Rule from 2002. I'm real. All right, shut up, phone. I don't care right now. This is where we vent. DoorDash, you've pissed me off enough today, and you're gonna hand me more of this shit. I'm trying to talk right now. I'm real. So, like, I'm a human. This is the second order on a dead Friday night that I've had to unassign after waiting for 15 minutes when the restaurant's not even busy. Now, Best Buy, here's an order, 17 for 12, going to bumfuck nowhere. I've never, like, if we're going back to W2 life, if this sustains, it's Friday night, and I can't make $100 by not accounting for an incentive. But this is it. If you're looking to get into gig, if you think that you see all the gig tubers out there other than myself telling you how amazing this life is, it's not. It has its days. You'll have your $100, $200 nights. If you do shopping orders, you'll have your $300, $400 weekends. You'll have your unicorns, your good catering orders. This is not consistent life. And doing this full time, as again, Uber will not shut up, but it can't give me anything good. This is not a life for everybody. And I doubt why it's a life for me. And I say this at a very pivotal time in my channel as I hit 1,000 subscribers. Realistically, I can't do anything else. You know, this is what my wife and I agreed on for the foreseeable future, unless an emergency hits, and an emergency might be hitting. I'm just venting. I'm in a bad mood. If you saw part 1, I only made like 20 bucks. If you omit the incentive, I've only made about 20 bucks, and it's 6:30, which means even though it is Friday, it is going to start dying down. So I'm going to make the family decision and go home and call it. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoy the reality of me venting here and being an honest person who is showing emotion and vulnerability, like, share, comment, subscribe, and Cruising with Corey out. I don't even feel like doing an earnings summary right now. Just Cruising with Corey out.
Make sure it sound right, boys.